Your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
A good and a happy Thursday morning. Checking out, yeah, we do have some clouds out there, but mainly we're noticing just some fog and generally skies that are clear, and we're all quiet and dry. What we're going to see, though, as we head throughout the day, maybe a few of us do pick up on maybe the smallest of storm chances. Temperatures, though, will warm, upper 50s and lower 60s. Starting to notice a little more of that mugginess creeping back into the area. We're going to see more of it, especially as we go throughout the next few days. As the heat, that continues to build, too. Today, just barely making it up to 80 degrees, but we'll talk about even warmer temperatures than that. That could get closer to 90 by the time we head into the weekend in just a bit. Aaron and Christy, happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday morning, Central Illinois. I'm Aaron Eaves.
And I'm Christy Batista. He said barely making 80. Adam, we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. I didn't think we'd get this far.
I know.
I don't even know what to do with myself then it's 80 degrees outside. Like, what do we do?
Just going to walk around?
Do we walk outside now and just got to sit there? And
yeah, that's exactly what we do.
Yeah. All right, well, we better get the news done so we can get to that point.
That's for sure. Here's a look at today's top stories. It is now day 6 of the search for a missing teenager with autism.
Search efforts are continuing today in Decatur to try and find him. WCI3's Emily Braun is live there now. Emily, do police have any leads on this?
Aaron, at this point, no, and that's why his family says right now they're more worried than ever. 16-year-old Dominic Walker was last seen Saturday morning around 3 o'clock. He lives in Mattoon, but was visiting his father in Decatur. Now, people all over Central Illinois are joining in the effort to find him. Walker was last seen wearing a red sweatshirt and possibly shorts. When he went missing, his shoes and cell phone were left behind. His sister told us that is not like him, and that's why she's growing suspicious about the whole thing. But more than anything, she says she just wants him to come back safely.
Every day that goes by, it's just more and more panic, and all the worst case scenarios like flow through your head.
Walker is described as white, 5'5", 120 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. The phone number for the Decatur Police Department is now on your screen. So if you know anything about this case or think you might have seen him, you are strongly encouraged to give police a call. Live in Decatur, Emily Braun, WCI3, your local news leader.
New this morning, a 17-year-old faces adult charges after last month's shooting in Charleston.
Police say Devin Jenkins shot 20-year-old Trevor Pinkstaff inside an apartment on West Buchanan Avenue. Officers say the shooting happened after Pinkstaff came home to find it being burglarized and struggled with Jenkins before he was shot. Jenkins now faces a charge of aggravated battery and discharge of a firearm. 2 others were also arrested for this crime. Officers say 18-year-old Shannon Barnes and 19-year-old Alyssa Jenkins also helped with the burglary. One man faces at least 45 years in prison after he was found guilty of a deadly shooting in Champaign.
Sean Russell shot Darren Mitchell in August in the parking lot of the American Legion on Hickory Street. Mitchell told police Russell shot him before he died after surgery. Russell claimed it was self-defense.
It doesn't look as sunny as what it's going to be here throughout the day, but we do have some clouds and also some fog that is starting off here this morning across Central Illinois, helping to create more of that kind of foggy start and more of that dreary start for many of us. Now, Gibson City across southern parts of Ford County, you have some of that denser fog in place, and more of the rural and low-lying areas will probably bring you more of an impact, and we're seeing more of that impact as you head farther south closer to I-70 with the dense fog. Looking at Storm Tracker Doppler, what we have is a quiet radar, nothing happening as far as rain or storms for us for the time being. We're going to keep an eye on one particular area, though, and one wave that's coming in from the northwest. This is going to make its way southward, and once it happens, or once that does start to work its way into the region, we're going to have to keep an eye on the extreme back end of this line to see if it does hold together enough to maybe clip some of our northern communities, which mainly will be north of I-74. But a lot of this will track out of our area and more into parts of Michigan and Indiana. But if it does make its way here, we do see the chances of maybe a few stronger storms with that. But a lot more moisture, too, behind there, and this is all going to be part of the next couple of days, which does keep a lot of the storm chances mainly north of I-74, but eventually we get the better chances of rain to come in with that system itself heading into the latter part of your weekend. Sitting at 56 in Effingham, 57 in Champaign. It's a warm, maybe even a little bit of a muggy start for some of us, but really we crank up the heat as we head later on into the day, and more of that, too, to come. come over the next few days. We'll talk about that, plus the storms that stay mainly north of us coming up. Christy, Aaron.
Thanks, Adam. A man charged with murder has pleaded not guilty.
Isaiah Kane turned himself in to police on Tuesday. He's charged with shooting and killing Scott Roth after an argument. The Champaign County State's attorney says Kane is the only suspect they have right now. They couldn't say if Kane was specifically targeting Roth. They also couldn't say whether the two knew each other.
New this morning, a man was arrested yesterday after police say he stole more than $4,400 worth of equipment and other items from a pickup truck in Decatur. Our partners at the Herald and Review report that the theft happened Monday night outside of the Ramada Limited Hotel on East Hickory Point Road. A sworn statement doesn't say how officers traced the items, but they did find them hidden in the man's hotel room. Among the stolen items was a cell phone, laptop, and 2 safety climbing harnesses valued at $800 each. He was booked on a burglary charge.
As lawmakers inch closer to legalizing marijuana, they held their first Senate hearing to debate the next steps toward adult use. Law enforcement expressed concerns about impaired driving, public health, and youth access. The governor's office and bill sponsors said they're open to making changes to improve the plan, including adding restrictions to prevent lawmakers from profiting off the new state program.
Is there anything in the bill that would give the public security that, okay, we don't have insiders maneuvering this and that's who's winding up with the licenses?
I think you know that I'm as committed to ethical safeguards as much as anyone here in the room. So to the extent that we don't have that in here right now in the way we should, I really very much look forward to working with you on the best ways of accomplishing that.
This new development comes after our report on Tuesday that State Senator Patricia Van Pelt was selling $100 tickets to her private seminars where she offered investment tips on which cannabis stocks would be viable. Van Pelt has since been removed as a co-sponsor of the marijuana bill.
Women dressed as characters from the book and TV show Handmaid's Tale were at the Capitol. They're asking the General Assembly to make a move on the Reproductive Health Act. The bill is designed to give anyone who becomes pregnant the right to choose whether she has the baby. The bill was referred to the House Rules Committee in March, and they say it hasn't moved since. Lawmakers say now is the time for action, while opponents are calling for Illinois to pay attention to states that stop the measure.
Well, I think at a minimum, we should at least have the bill in committee and heard. Let's give it a vote. Let's let the people decide this issue, whether it's up or down. Let's give it a vote.
So we've dropped off letters to our legislators today in every single one of their offices, just imploring them to remember the women in our state. So we don't financially benefit from abortions, Planned Parenthood does. And so we're here making sure that young women who deserve better get better.
The counter-protesters say they wanted to protest peacefully to make sure lawmakers knew there are still people against the measure.
SNAP benefits or food stamps can be used in almost all grocery stores. They might be good at restaurants soon, too. A proposal in Springfield would let SNAP recipients redeem benefits when going out to eat. It passed the House in March. Now the Senate is looking at it. The bill would require the Illinois Department of Human Services to establish a restaurant meals program. It would allow elderly, disabled, or homeless individuals to use their SNAP benefits when eating out.
Recent rain and flooding has caused problems for the Farm Progress Show, even though it's still months away.
Still to come on the morning show, ag reporter Stu Ellis shows us what backup plans one farm show manager has in store.
WCIA3 News is brought to you by Rental City.
Ashley Home Store's Memorial Day sale is going on now. Buy today and save up to 30% or get 0% interest for 6 whole years with no minimum purchase at your locally owned Champaign, Peoria, East Peoria, and Bloomington Ashley Home Stores.
Culligan knows hard water contaminants scale up your shower doors and glassware. Reduce these contaminants with Culligan water softeners and filters, serviced by the world's largest local dealer network.
Save with a $39.95 water softener inspect and check.
Hidden beneath the canopy of Shawnee Forest Country exists a world left over from ancient times, where a sandstone fortress shelters a secret spring, and the brave of heart can scale the Devil's Backbone. Hike trails from the valley bottom up to the canyon ridge for unbelievable views of the forest below, or swim in the clear, rocky waters of Bellsmith Springs. With more than 280,000 acres of Shawnee Forest Country, what will you explore?
Growing corn is hard work, so you want to give yourself every advantage. That's why there's Awaken CoFlow. It's a seed treatment of 7 nutritional ingredients for field corn that can help with decreased dust-off, better early growth, precision seed placement, and higher yields. It's available at your Nutrien Ag Solutions dealer, and you can also learn more at our website. Ask your Nutrien dealer about Awaken CoFlow. Awaken CoFlow, the advantage.
It's not hard to have fun when you know the magic words. Start planning your next trip to the water park capital of the world. Go to Whistles.com and get your free vacation guide.
What we achieve for patients is life-changing.
You get your smile back, your confidence back in just one day.
A new smile at a price you can afford.
With the dignity and respect you deserve.
Don't wait another day. Nothing is more life-changing than a healthy, confident smile.
Let Affordable Dentures and Implants create your new smile. Schedule your consultation now. Call 1-800-DENTURE or visit affordabledentures.com.
Live from your local news leader, Christy Batista, Aaron Eads, and Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Adam Claybon. You're watching The Morning Show on WCIA3.
The Farm Progress Show returns to Decatur this year, but Mother Nature has prevented the planting of demonstration plots for corn harvesting.
That is the focus of Stu Ellis, who is on the road to Farm Progress, 103 days away.
Just like other Central Illinois farmers, show manager Matt Youngman says it's too wet to plant.
Well, you know, Plan A was to plant 94-day corn in the field demonstrations on April 10th, and to have already had you know, one of the parking lots seeded back to alfalfa like it needed to be, and Mother Nature hasn't necessarily agreed with that. We've been through this before, and so, you know, you sit down with all the resources, all the stakeholders that we have, the agronomists from FS and the host farmers and the folks from the seed companies that are providing the seed, and come up with a plan that, you know, if we're fit on May 20th, this is what we're going to do. If it's fit on June 1st, this is what we're going to do. If we get out to where, you know, it's the rest of Central Illinois is facing prevent plant, then here's the plan for that. So,
but could those field demonstrations be soybeans?
Starting last year, host farmer David Bricks put in a plot of soybeans, and we're going to put one in this year if Mother Nature allows. We're going to put in a plot of some varying maturities of varieties of soybeans, just to get a look at, if we were to have soybean demos, what would that crop look like, and is it worthwhile? Is it representative enough to the farmers of what they're working with that it's worthwhile for all these companies to, you know, truck in and depreciate another set of combines and a whole other staff of people, everything that would be associated with cutting soybeans at the Farm Progress Show.
We're on the road to Farm Progress. I'm Stu Ellis with WCIA3, your local news leader.
Springfield, good morning to you. Your roofing dog INET Flooring America Skycam this morning showing some of that moisture and that some of the dampness that is in the air. Some of that fog will be around for us, but not going to see anything too thick or too thin or too dense and too thick as you go out into your morning hours. Satellite and radar picture right now, seeing that we are noticing at least dry conditions here across the area. 57 in Mattoon, 59 in Watseka, 61 in Springfield with winds coming out of the south and the southeast, anywhere between about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Future track, going to bring in just a few passing clouds, especially into the morning and early afternoon. It's late afternoon that we start to notice some of those showers and storms pushing through, which it looks like a lot of those will actually miss us, at least with this run of future track. But that's going to be the wave in question as we go later on into the afternoon and into the evening. That could possibly bring in a few stronger storms with that too, and definitely provide some heavier downpours. If it tracks a little farther south, then many of us will be impacted into Livingston, Ford, Iroquois, maybe even McLean and northern parts of Champaign and Vermilion County. If not, then probably a lot of us will miss out, and the major theme for today will be just that it gets a lot warmer. 82 degrees today with a decent amount of sunshine out there. Southwest winds between 15 to 25 miles per hour. Forecast into the day tomorrow, similar forecast, more of those storms mainly north of I-74. We warm up even more though, up to 86, topping off near 90, just staying shy of it though, heading into Saturday at 88. We'll be back with more of the morning show coming up right after this.
WCIA 3 News is brought to you by Asgrow DeKalb Seed.
At Carpet Weavers, when you're looking for new floors, we know what you want.
A perfect installation.
You want an expert to help.
You want it to be easy.
To be happy.
You want a great deal, right, Dad?
She's a chip off the old block.
Yes, at Carpet Weavers, we know floors and furniture.
But what really runs in our family is that we know what our customers really want.
Everything.
Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery.
Come home to beautiful.
Timing is everything, especially when it comes to your business. Whether you're ready to start up or expand out, running a business is challenging. You deserve a trusted partner. At Busey, we tailor our approach to your unique needs and help you navigate financial decisions, achieve your goals, and realize your dreams of success. Your dreams shouldn't wait. Busey, your dream, our promise.
It's time for real help and real solutions. Steel Dealer Days are here. Right now, save $20 on the MS-170 chainsaw or choose a hardworking grass trimmer. Find your local dealer at steeldealers.com.
A certified nurse midwife can care for women throughout their life cycle, including pregnancy, adolescence, and women's health. A common misconception is that midwives are only for prenatal care and deliveries. Midwives also provide gynecological care. A midwife's care is relationship-based. We take into account your mind, health, life stressors, and of course your body. We work with our patients one-on-one to help manage birth experiences. We work closely with you to make sure your wishes are understood and respected. Ask your OBGYN about their midwife services. Stay well with Christie Clinic.
J.B. Pritzker says his tax plan is all about fairness.
The fair tax. I choose fairness.
Can we trust him?
The FBI is investigating Governor Pritzker. Pritzker got $331,000 in tax breaks by having the toilets ripped out, claiming the home was uninhabitable.
That's not fair. That's fraudulent, maybe even criminal.
The wealthy aren't paying their fair share.
But you will if Pritzker gets his way. Tell legislators, don't let him cheat us again. Say no to his unfair jobs tax.
In today's national news headlines, Alabama's Republican Governor Kay Ivey signed the most restrictive abortion legislation in the nation.
The bill would make performing an abortion at any stage of pregnancy punishable by up to 99 years for the provider. The only exception would be when the woman's health is in serious jeopardy. Women undergoing abortions would not face any legal charges. The Senate passed the legislation on Tuesday, and the House approved it last month.
President Trump issued an executive order allowing the government to stop American companies from installing technology from foreign adversaries. The fear is those companies or countries may be using that equipment for cyber espionage. The order doesn't name any specific targets, but national security officials have been sounding alarms about Chinese tech companies like Huawei. Las Vegas police have released security video that allegedly shows a woman violently shoving an elderly man off a public bus.
And we want to warn you that you may find this video shocking. Witnesses say the man asked the woman to be nice to other passengers. The man hit the sidewalk in the March incident and died just over a month later. The suspect has been charged with murder. She was freed on $100,000 bail.
This shiny stainless steel sculpture of a rabbit by artist Jeff Koons sold for just over $91 million at an auction at Christie's in New York. That breaks the record for a work by a living artist, David Hockney, set in November.
Burger King is trying to make your commute a little tastier. People stuck in traffic in LA will soon be able to order a Whopper and have it delivered right to their car through the BK app. This is amazing. The fast food chain successfully tested this out in Mexico City's most gridlocked areas. It'll also be coming to Shanghai and Sao Paulo.
Back here at home, a teenager was shot and killed, but he's not the only victim of a recent string of violence.
Still to come on the morning show, how some are working to help heal a wounded community.
Nobody really likes to talk insurance. It can be complicated and confusing. The point is, you want to keep you and your family safe and secure. We hear you. Lohman Ray Insurance is a full-service, independent agency looking out for your best interests. Whether you need protection for yourself, your family, your farm, your employees, or your business, we find the coverage that fits and stand by you when things get rough. Put Lohman Ray to work for you. Lohman Ray Insurance. We hear you.
It's our memorial sale at Rick Ridings in Monticello. Prices slash on over 9.5 acres of inventory. Choose from a quarter-mile Ford truck. Prices slash on hundreds of SUVs, cars, and vans of every make and model available. Everything must go. Over 400 new Fords must go. We have the lowest rates of the year and giving top dollar for your trade.
I'm Nick Nichols. Rick Ridings Ford will be making a donation to the local honor guard for every vehicle sold in the month of May.
Great deals for a great cause.
Congratulations to Wade Baylon, St. Thomas More High School Junior Tennis Standout and WCIA3's Athlete of the Week. Nominate your favorite Athlete of the Week at WCIA.com. Sponsored by Lohman Ray Insurance Group.
Flora Gems is the largest buyer of gold, silver, and platinum in Central Illinois. No amount is too small or too large. Visit us today for a consultation.
There are many choices as to where to shop for a used vehicle, but we promise you that no one makes it easier than Drive 217. Browse our selection of hundreds of vehicles, all rigorously inspected and immaculately cleaned. It's the best way to browse online, streamlining and simplifying your buying process. Save time and money with Drive 217. Drive 217. Easy. Online at drive217.com.
The largest inventory of golf cars is at Battery Specialist Plus Golf Cars. We offer 0% financing available for 48 months on all new Club Car Onward golf cars. Offer expires May 31st. See our huge selection at the Champaign location. Battery Specialist Plus Golf Cars.
Tune in to WCIA 3 News at 10 for your chance to win big with the Viewers Club.
Now, the morning show from your local news leader.
To bring the community together, neighbor by neighbor.
All in hopes of putting an end to violence. The Champaign County Community Coalition held a Walk as One event last night.
They partnered with the CU Trauma and Resiliency Initiative to bring the community closer together. Coalition members and volunteers walked the streets around Douglas Park and knocked on doors. They gave out information on preventing violence in summer family activities. The event was planned before the shootings that happened over the weekend, one that took the life of 14-year-old Elijah Booker. They say now that's an even greater reason for them to be out. One of the groups passing on information was from Franklin STEAM Academy. They say they're playing a part because they lost a classmate.
We will say hey and hi in the hallway, and it hurts me to see him. I usually see him every day. It's just this one day he doesn't come to school and I don't see him.
The coalition teams up with organizations about 4 times a year for projects just like this one.
Well, we're looking out for a warmer end to the week. Temperatures will go from the 60s and even the 40s to start off this week. We were at 48 on Sunday. I think by the time it's said and done here on Saturday, our high will be around the upper 80s, a 40-degree shift from where we just were. Quite a change now. We are now halfway through the month of May, and I think the latter part of May is probably going to feature more of these near, maybe even warmer than normal days than the cooler than normal days we've been seeing a lot of here throughout the first half. Now, here's a live look on your Roofing.com, Flooring America Skycam, seeing right now some of the haze that is in the sky with some of that fog that is out here in Springfield, and it looks like for a good part of central Illinois. The thickest fog farther to the south as you get closer to I-70, where we're noticing those visibilities pretty close to 0. Around 1 in Mattoon, so not really great there either across Coles County. 2 in Champaign, 3 in Danville, and then you get a lot better as you go farther north and east. But as you go farther north and east, that's where we're going to keep an eye and our focus on for possibly maybe a few storms out there as we head later on into the afternoon and throughout the evening. Temperatures look to warm up pretty close to 80 this afternoon. I think a lot of us do hit the 80-degree mark, especially if we see that sunshine. Those of us who might notice a few storms, well, things might be a little different for you as we head on into the evening, as, of course, that will keep your temperatures down just a bit more. But overall, just check out these highs right here, topping off at 82 in Paxton, 85 in Monticello, with 84 ahead in Bloomington. Pontiac showing 87 with that upper 80-degree mark closer to Beardstown. We'll call for more 80s into Decatur and Sullivan, those of us in Shelbyville and Vandalia. More to come, too, as you go farther south and east, too, with highs around the low to mid-80s there. Tonight's forecast, 65. Storms could be possible, but mainly staying north of I-74 again, like we're going to see here throughout the day. We'll watch out for more of that warmth and a little more of that mugginess, too. You might have to really turn on the ACs to try to knock some of it down, because throughout the next few days, that will build in the air. You'll start to feel the humidity coming back out ahead of our chances of storms that we're going to see that are the greatest heading into the weekend.
Aaron was asking, what should he do now that it's nice out?
I've got Oh Yeah by Yellow stuck in my head.
Oh yeah?
The Oh Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah?
Like the Ferris Bueller has like the perfect day.
I just watched it the other day.
Yeah.
What did you do yesterday with it? Because it was pretty nice yesterday, so I would say...
I went to Allerton.
Yeah, that would have been the day, right?
I went to Allerton and went for a walk.
Nice.
Nice.
You can do that, too.
I sat outside, and I was just kind of like...
Soaking it all in.
That's what I did.
Soaking it all in.
Yes,
cool.
Absolutely.
Hey, got him.
Uh-oh.
Well.
Hey, your remote fell.
Yahtzee.
We'll leave it down there.
It was the perfect day for kids to put their toy trucks away and check out the real thing.
The Champaign Park District held its Touch a Truck event at Centennial Park. Kids got the chance to hop on, honk the horn, and explore different kinds of wheels. They had tow trucks, fire trucks, police cars, and more. Parents say it's the perfect way to get the kids outside and learning.
They both love trucks and anything to do with trucks, so it's a dream come true for them. I think it's amazing, and I would be devastated if they ever stopped or if there was any year where they took a break. We look forward to it every year, and we always make sure it's on the calendar.
It wasn't just trucks that kids could check out. The Park District also had music and games. A Central Illinois drag race track will be getting a massive makeover.
One of the racers at the Coles County Dragway started a fundraiser to repave the track. In just a few weeks, they raised more than their goal of $30,000. The track opened in 1966, and the original asphalt is now wearing away. The track owner says drag racers are like family, and that's how they were able to make this fundraiser happen in the first place.
Without having a good racing surface, the high horsepower cars can't make it down the track. And now they're going to. And what that means is that bigger car counts, and that means more people. More people, the more we can make, and the more we can improve this place.
The money will pay to resurface and widen the first half of the track. They hope to start construction in the next week or so, and they say there are a few days left on the fundraiser, and if they raise more money, they can pay to resurface the whole thing. New this morning, state police are warning drivers along I-57 to make sure you have a full gas tank.
They said in the Facebook post that there is no fuel available at several exits between Tuscola and Champaign. Now drivers are finding themselves stranded on the interstate. They say tow companies will bring fuel to you for a fee, but they urge you to gas up before you hit the road. For a list of exits with and without fuel, head to our website, WCIA.com.
Crews will be heading back out this morning to continue the search for a missing teenager.
Still to come here at 6, why one family member is calling the disappearance suspicious.
This portion of WCIA 3 News is brought to you by Owens Sewer Service.
He was passionate about his barbecue sauce. People would coax and bribe, but even his wife didn't know what was in it. After 68 years of keeping it a secret, his final wish was to share his recipe. Now his spicy legacy will live on. Only a Dignity Memorial professional can celebrate a life like no other. Find out how at dignityillinois.com.
Man, this XLNY is ginormous.
You know what they say, everything's bigger in New York.
That's Texas.
Let it go, Maddie.
Now for $9, get any XLNY. We make it, you bake it. Papa Murphy's.
If you're thinking about a new HVAC system for your home, Lands Inc. can help with up to $1,000 in instant rebates or special financing on qualifying Trane systems. It's hard to stop a Trane.
Make sure you're playing it safe Saturday, May 18th at the free annual safety fair inside the Leonard Recreation Center in Champaign. This free safety fair features more than 50 activities and exhibits focusing on safety awareness for the entire family. Get practical, useful information about electrical safety, prescription dangers, bullying, and more. Plus lots of games, entertainment, prizes, plenty of fun. May 18th, spend the day playing it safe at the free safety fair in the Leonard Recreation Center, Champaign.
At Dick Van Dyke Appliance World in Champaign, we'll beat any competitor's deal. We'll beat any competitor's deal on refrigerators and freezers, and washers and dryers, ranges, microwaves, and dishwashers. I guarantee the best deal on your next appliance purchase.
Heather's trying to decide to get this GE 5-burner convection range from Dick Van Dyke or the Big Lumberyard store. Dick Van Dyke has fast repair service.
They don't.
A free 10-year protection plan.
They don't.
After delivery and warranty, we'll save her $53. She's buying from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
Introducing the 49 in 49, only at Napleton's Auto Park of Urbana. That's a $49 oil change and tire rotation in 49 minutes. And if you don't have your keys in hand in 49 minutes, it's free. Whether you're a longtime customer or here for the first time, you're in great hands with Napleton. Stop in for the 49 in 49 today at Napleton's Auto Park of Urbana. They'll open even later during the week. Schedule an appointment online at napletonsautopark.com.
Napleton, second to none since 1931.
Trust the most accurate forecast from the WCIA3 Storm Team.
Good morning, Central Illinois. I'm Aaron Eads.
And I'm Christy Batista. Thanks so much for waking up with us on this beautiful Thursday morning.
Yep.
It's going to be a good one,
It
Aaron.
should be. It's good. I don't even know what to do with 80 degrees outside. What is that?
It was yesterday, too, so.
Was that warm yesterday? I didn't even notice. I was too busy sitting out in the sun forgetting who I was.
That's what we're going to do.
Like that. Let's do some news first.
Enjoy it today, though. Here's a look at today's top headlines.
Now from WCIA3 News.
The search continues for a missing teenager with autism. We have the latest as crews get back to work this morning.
He was just a joy. My baby was a joy.
And at 14, he was shot to death. What this father has to say after his son was killed.
You're watching your local news leader. This is The Morning Show on WCIA3 News.
It is now day 6 of the search for a missing teenager with autism.
Search efforts are continuing today in Decatur to try and find him. WCIA3's Emily Braun is live there this morning. Emily, do police have any leads on this?
Aaron, right now, no. And that's a big reason why his family says they're now more worried than ever. 16-year-old Dominic Walker was last seen around 3 o'clock Saturday morning. He lives in Mattoon, but was in Decatur visiting his father. Now, people all over Central Illinois are joining in the effort to find him. Walker was last seen wearing a red sweatshirt and possibly shorts. When he went missing, his shoes and his cell phone were left behind. His sister told us that's not like him, and that's why she's growing suspicious about the whole thing. But more than anything, she says she hopes he comes back safely.
Every day that goes by, it's just more and more panic, and all the worst case scenarios like flow through your head.
Walker is described as white, 5'5", 120 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. The phone number for the Decatur Police Department is now on your screen. If you know anything or you think you might have seen him, Decatur Police are strongly encouraging you to give them a call. Live in Decatur, Emily Braun, WCIA3, your local news leader.
Storm Prediction Center here across Central Illinois, or at least for the Central Illinois area, has brought in a slight risk for chances of severe storms for those of us across the northern part of Livingston, Ford, and Iroquois County. Farther south, you can see right along I-74, that's where we have that marginal risk, a little bit of a lower chance. Either way, though, it looks like chances are going to be really small, especially looking at some of the latest model runs. A lot of the storm activity is showing up to be north of the region. I'm going to show you that here in just a second, but something to keep in mind, because if that does shift a little farther to the south, then of course we're going to be more in that line of where those storms could come possibly in. Your Roofing Dog iNet camera here in Bloomington this morning, it's starting off pretty clear and it's looking nice. Definitely warmer and starting to become a little more damp outside. Currently looking at the dew points, which are not bad yet. Once you start to get into the 60s and into the mid-60s, that's when you really start to feel it. But they are creeping up. Mid-50s, mid and upper 50s. You start to notice it a little more. And we have some fog that is currently outside too, so that brings a little more of that moisture into the atmosphere. Now, as we head into the afternoon and throughout the evening, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 p.m., this wave of showers and storms will be the one that could possibly bring in some of those stronger storms. Future track showing it, though, mainly north and to the east. Maybe the extreme northern and eastern parts of Iroquois County could get hit or affected by this as it looks right now, but that's what it's looking like. So we're going to call for more of a straight chance of maybe some of those showers and storms around, and then more chances to come just like that heading into the day tomorrow, as most of the shower and storm activity will stay off mainly to the north across the northern part of the state and northern Indiana. If you're farther south, looks like nothing but sunshine and really nice and warm temperatures for you. Severe threat, though, with some of those storms, maybe some higher wind, maybe some large hail with it. We'll dip down tonight down to 66, so a muggy evening tonight. 65 in Decatur, 64 in Shelbyville, down to 67 in Paris, with tomorrow's forecast even warmer, up to 86 degrees. We climb those temperatures even more into the weekend. We'll show you that. Plus, we'll talk about the storm chances and the severe chances that come along with them for your Sunday, coming up at 6:43. We'll be back after this.
The news is sponsored by Farmers Healthcare Association, a division of Lohman Ray Insurance.
I love coming back to St. Louis to savor some of its more famous foods like toasted ravioli, barbecue, and world-famous frozen custard. But if you think that's all we have cooking, time to turn those beliefs upside down. Truth is, St. Louis has some of the hottest restaurants in the nation and more than our fair share of James Beard award-winning chefs. So you might want to bring those stretchy pants. What? They're comfy. St. Louis is always exploring.
Menards is our go-to store when we update our house. We're adding new lights, and seeing all the latest styles in person at Menards was a huge help. The selection was amazing, and we found Patriot lighting fixtures for our whole house. We're so happy with the final touches that Patriot lighting adds to our home. Enjoy exquisite elegance and superior craftsmanship with Patriot lighting, available at Menards.
Get 11% off everything, including Patriot lighting at Menards.
Are you seeking a welcoming place to worship? Visit the Mahomet Christian Church. An independent, non-denominational Christian fellowship, Mahomet Christian Church welcomes all who seek to know Christ. Through Sunday school, youth ministries, fellowship groups, and the Small Wonders Preschool, we believe God's Word is truth. Love is the atmosphere in which that truth is spoken. Touching the world with God's love, teaching them with His Word. It's our hope that you join us on Sunday, engage in good fellowship, and find a church home with Mahomet Christian Church.
You're already a caregiver. You just don't know it yet. At Home Instead, we believe in caring for our employees as much as we do caring for our seniors. From providing best-in-class training to opportunities for career advancement. Become a caregiver today.
False, nonsensical, completely incorrect. That's what newspapers call the attacks against the fair tax. They can't defeat the plan on its merits, so they're trying to jump it on the low road. If the General Assembly gives the green light, we're all going to have a say at the polls next November. The people of Illinois deserve a chance to vote on this important proposal. This is fair and necessary. It's time for change. Let's make our tax system fair.
Live from your local news leader, Christy Batista, Aaron Eads, and Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Adam Claybon. You're watching The Morning Show on WCIA3.
Taking a look at today's regional news headlines now. A kidnapping survivor in Wisconsin got a special honor at the state legislature yesterday.
Jamie Kloss was honored as a hometown hero by the state assembly. One lawmaker called her a true inspiration. The 13-year-old girl was kidnapped from home in Barron last October after her attacker killed her parents. He then kept Jamie in a remote part of the state for almost 3 months before she managed to escape. Jake Patterson later pleaded guilty to kidnapping and homicide. He's set to be sentenced next week. Up in Michigan now, crews are searching for 2 men on board a plane that went missing over Lake Michigan.
Randy Dippold and Emmanuel Manos were about 4.5 miles out on Lake Michigan when their plane went off the radar Sunday night. Yesterday, Michigan State Police Marine Services searched in the lake for any trace of the plane. The Benzie County Sheriff says their engine stalled when they were trying to land. At this point, nothing has been found, and the Sheriff's Office says it is now considered a recovery mission. In Kentucky now, one community is counting their blessings this morning as a 22-month-old child was found alive after being lost in the woods.
We told you yesterday in the morning show Kenneth Howard went missing on Sunday. Between then and yesterday, around 300 people came out to help search for him. That includes K-9 teams, off-road vehicles, people searching on foot, and helicopters. Yesterday, crews found him on a cliff at a densely wooded area near a 50-foot drop. Officials say besides being dehydrated, the boy appears to be in good health. He was airlifted from the scene to a pediatric medical center for treatment. Kentucky State Police will continue their investigation into how the child went missing.
Your top newspaper headlines are coming up right after the break.
We'll be right back.
Once an angel in a top hat made sure animals were treated kindly. Many thought Henry Berg was mad and his idea animals had rights absurd. In cities, horses were worked to death. But Berg changed that, and he changed people's minds. He founded the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. Today, you can continue Berg's work at the Champaign County Humane Society by adopting a pet and becoming a dog or cat's best friend.
This volunteer moment brought to you by the Whiner Companies.
Worried about your old AC and heating system? Try the Advantage program from Chief Bauer Service Experts. You can upgrade for one low monthly payment, there's no money down, and maintenance and repairs are no charge. Get a new home comfort system as low as $99 a month. Call Chief Bauer Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS or visit chiefbauer.com.
No matter what you're looking for, with the Hyundai family of SUVs, everyone wins. The Hyundai Tucson is an IIHS top safety pick. The Santa Fe is Kelley Blue Book's lowest 5-year cost to own in its class. And the Kona is the 2019 North American Utility Vehicle of the Year. All three were designed to blow away the competition. The longer you look, the more there is to life.
And right now, get 0% financing for up to 72 months on select 2019 Hyundais at CarMax Car Capital.
Try our famous milkshakes, made the old-fashioned way. Thick and creamy and served in a frosted glass. Come in for half-price milkshakes during happy hour every weekday from 2 to 5, only at Steak and Shake.
At Busey, our story centers around you, your goals, and your dreams. You dreamed of owning your first home. You partnered with us to customize a plan. You started a business. You trusted us to guide you through the ups and downs. You wanted to leave a legacy. You allowed us to bring your dreams to life. Thank you for partnering with us to make tomorrow's dreams today's reality. Busey, your dream, our promise.
At Flora Gems, we believe in jewelry that tells your life's greatest love story. Your jewelry should reflect your unique journey together, from your engagement to anniversaries to life-changing milestones. Celebrate each other with a beautiful symbol of your love story from Flora Gems. We offer custom designs with our in-house jeweler and unique finds as the area's top estate jewelry buyer. Our jewelry makes your love stories shine throughout your lifetime.
Flora Gems, your #1 diamond destination.
Forecast as we head into Saturday, up to 88. Quite the warm up there. We'll be at 78, but with more of those showers and storms coming through heading into Sunday. Yeah, a lot of heat, but the clouds will increase, and it looks like the storm is coming in a little earlier. So heading into Saturday night into your early Sunday is when we see the best storm chances making their way through. 60 in Chicago, 57 in Champaign. Already noticing that warmer air mass now beginning to take over. We'll watch out for this wave of storms to maybe clip some of our northeastern communities later this afternoon into the evening for today. And we'll possibly see more of those stray storms north of I-74 again for tomorrow before a lot of this lifts northward. And then we'll head into Saturday afternoon, seeing those storm chances picking up and more than to come into Saturday night and into Sunday as the system rolls on through. Behind that will be another chance of storms heading into your Tuesday. Now, the severe threat looks to be mainly now farther to the east and to the north. It looks like if you're along north or east of I-55 will have the chance or the threat, at least, of severe weather, but a lot of rain either way here over the next 7 days, between 1 inch to maybe as high as 3 inches. Christy, Aaron.
Adam, thanks. Now let's take a look at some of the front page newspaper headlines across central Illinois. From the Decatur Herald and Review, families got to look at plans for improvements to the Decatur School District.
Last night, an open house was held at Hope Academy to show off designs for the district's $55 million facilities plan. The plan includes moving students from Garfield Montessori School into the renovated Thomas Jefferson Middle School, among other changes. Officials say this plan is part of a plan to make Decatur a destination district. Now we're heading to Springfield, and our partners at the State Journal-Register are reporting a Republican state senator suggested yesterday that the governor issue a mass pardon of all low-level marijuana convictions.
This comes as lawmakers consider a bill that would legalize possession and sale of recreational marijuana. Senator Jason Barackman said a mass pardon would pave the way for the automatic expungement of many past marijuana convictions. He said this is a goal of the bill's sponsors to correct the injustices of the war on drugs.
Doorsteps were full of grocery bags over the weekend.
Still to come in the morning show, how much you helped stamp out hunger in central Illinois.
Close to home or far away, you'll always have your local news with the WCIA3 News app. Central Illinois news, sports, and weather at your fingertips. Get your local news anytime, anywhere with the WCIA3 News app, powered by WCIA3 News.
CBS Tonight.
This is it.
I used to hate these hugs. Now they're just extremely irritating.
The Big Bang Theory series finale. Then, the Young Sheldon season finale has a surprise ending no Big Bang fan should miss.
Why can't you just read who won in the newspaper?
I could say the same thing about the Super Bowl.
2 finales. One unforgettable night of television.
CBS Tonight.
The Crop Report on WCIA3 News is sponsored by Asgrow DeKalb.
Kelly, we've been driving for hours. Are we almost to your place?
Home? I'm just here for the really blue skies.
What? But you called it your sweet home.
Luckily, we're in our Subaru Outback from Subaru Champaign County. Lots of cargo room and excellent fuel efficiency, symmetrical all-wheel drive, and 5-star overall crash test rating.
Choose the 2019 Outback for your next road trip.
And come on home to Subaru Champaign County, a dealership built around you.
It's always home improvement season, and Rental City has what you need to get the job done right. From chairs to mini skids. Whether it's a once-a-season or once-in-a-lifetime job, head to Rental City to get the tools and advice to get the job done right. Rental City, Champaign.
Out here, you need the power to control your environment, or it may control you. The power of the Kubota L2501DT. It comes with all the easy-to-use implements you need, and the kind of comfort that delivers a satisfied smile all day long. Get the L2501DT for as low as $139 a month with 0% APR financing for 84 months, plus a 6-year warranty.
From the moment you walk in the door at Fifth Dimension Collision Repair, we care about you and your vehicle. We interact with our customers, ensuring the quality that you expect and deserve.
Fifth Dimension Collision Repair. Our focus is on you.
At Casey's, we're proud to be a part of your community. We enjoy taking care of our neighbors and bringing smiles to millions of faces with our famous made-from-scratch pizza. Now we're bringing you that same great experience online and making it better than ever. Meet the new Casey's.com. Whether you're at home or on the go, you're always one fast click away from your favorite Casey's pizza. Try the new Casey's.com today. The easier, faster, friendlier way to order pizza.
The National Association of Letter Carriers made a local food drive a success.
It's called the Stamp Out Hunger campaign, and WCIA3's Alex Cordetti is with us now. Alex, tell us how the campaign worked.
Well, Christy, first, letter carriers delivered yellow bags to everyone's mailboxes. All people had to do was put non-perishable food items inside the bag. Then carriers picked up those bags along the routes to collect the food. And everything was taken to the Community Service Center of Northern Champaign County. The director there says they got more than 4,000 pounds of food from the Ranchville community. They've had volunteers working on this for 2 days. The mail carriers who picked up the food say this response is overwhelming.
Seeing how the community I serve is so helpful within the same community. You know, this is great, and it's amazing.
The director tells us that their food pantry feeds over 500 families per month. In the course of a year, that's 5,000 different people. They collected more food this year than last, and they say this drive provides the variety of food they look for to support low-income families as well as senior citizens. Back to you.
Thanks, Alex.
Stick with us. Your Morning Rush headlines are coming up next.
We'll be right back.
WCIA3 News is sponsored by Bard Optical.
Hello? This is she.
Is that the doctor?
Okay, wow, really? It's 2? That's great news, thank you.
2?
Yes, it's 2. It's 2 for 1 windows at Feldco.
Feldco is offering 2 windows for the price of 1, with no money down and no interest for 1 year.
2 windows for the price of 1, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
A whole lot of truck for your buck. That's the Ford F-150 STX. Tons of payload, torque, best-in-class towing, loads of style with a bold appearance package. And smart tech, too. Now, all for one great price. F-150 STX. That's bang for your buck. Get F-150 STX with 0% financing for 72 months or lease one for $199. Hurry to get yours while supplies last.
Right now at Menards, save with 11% off everything for your outdoor projects. Menards has what you need to give your backyard the update it deserves. We carry 37 collections of patio furniture in stock for your outdoor space. Menards carries a wide variety of reliable, durable grills that deliver high performance. With such a wide range of choices, you're sure to find the perfect grill for your backyard barbecues. And you'll save with 11% off all of it.
Save big money at Menards.
What's with all the stuff for the car?
To get everything ready for our most perfect summer ever.
Come into Blaine's Farm and Fleet to get top name tires, buy 3, get 1 free. Farm and Fleet conventional motor oil, $169. And Peak antifreeze and coolant is $3.99.
And what's with that?
I said ready for our most perfect summer ever, didn't I?
Your perfect summer starts now. That's genuine value from Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
For all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs, get the fix with Matex.
It is now day 6 of the search for a missing teenager with autism.
Search efforts are continuing today in Decatur to try to find him. WCIA3's Emily Braun is live there now. Emily, do police have any leads at this point?
Christy, right now, no. And that's a big reason why his family says they are worried now more than ever. 16-year-old Dominic Walker was last seen around 3 o'clock Saturday morning. He lives in Mattoon, but was in Decatur visiting his father. Now, people all over central Illinois are joining in the effort to find him. Walker was last seen wearing a red sweatshirt and possibly shorts. When he went missing, his shoes and cell phone were left behind. His sister told us that's not like him, and that's why she is growing more and more suspicious about the whole thing. But more than anything, she says she hopes he can come back safely. The number for the Decatur Police Department is now on your screen. If you know anything or think you might have seen him, Decatur Police say even if you think it's insignificant, they are strongly urging you to give them a call. Live in Decatur, Emily Braun, WCIA3, your local news leader.
Our forecast today is calling for more warmth and a lot more sunshine, depending on where exactly you are. You might see a few more clouds farther north, but definitely going to see numbers start off this morning warmer, and then this afternoon we're definitely going to be warmer with more of those 80s around the region. Now we'll top off right around 80, and we'll possibly notice maybe a chance of storms as you go north of I-74, but those chances are even looking small at best too. And this is going to be one of the spots where this is one of the areas where we could notice maybe a few storms here across Livingston County on your roofing dog Pontiac RV Skycam. Starting off this morning with a bit of a haze in the sky, a bit more of that fog that was around. That is now beginning to burn off, and we're going to see a lot of sunshine, or at least a decent amount of it here throughout the morning and early into the afternoon. 61 in Springfield, sitting at 57 in Champaign. Noticing some mid-50s too across the area as you go farther to the east, but it's 60s farther to the west. That's going to be more of our theme here for the next few mornings as that warmer and more muggy air mass begins to settle into place. Satellite and radar picture quiet, but we do have that wave of storms coming in from the north, which will sink its way southward as we go later on into the afternoon. You can see limited, if any, sort of storm chances or activity really coming along with this. A lot of it moving across Michigan and heading into Indiana. We'll see if any of these actually set up across our area, across north, or 4 areas north of I-74, but it's looking like we're not going to see much for the next couple of days. We'll talk about the better chances, though, and have a look at mini rain chances in your 7-day forecast coming up in about 5 minutes. Christy, Aaron.
Adam, thanks. New this morning, a 17-year-old faces adult charges after last month's shooting in Charleston.
Police say Devin Jenkins shot 20-year-old Trevor Pinkstaff inside an apartment on West Buchanan Avenue. Officers say the shooting happened after Pinkstaff came home to find it being burglarized and then struggled with Jenkins before he was shot. Jenkins now faces a charge of aggravated battery and discharge of a firearm. 2 others were also arrested for this crime. Officers say 18-year-old Shannon Barnes and 19-year-old Alyssa Jenkins helped with the burglary.
One man faces at least 45 years in prison after he was found guilty of a deadly shooting in Champaign. Sean Russell shot Darren Mitchell in August in the parking lot of the American Legion on Hickory Street. Mitchell told police Russell shot him before he died after surgery. Russell claimed it was self-defense.
A man charged with murder pleaded not guilty. Isaiah Kane turned himself in on Tuesday. He's charged with shooting and killing Scott Roth after an argument. The Champaign County State's attorney says Kane is the only suspect they have right now. They couldn't say if Kane was specifically targeting Roth, and they also couldn't say whether the 2 people knew each other.
The father of an 8th grader who was shot and killed in Champaign is speaking out. Neville Booker's son, Elijah Booker, died on Saturday. Booker lives in Louisville, Kentucky, and was planning to move Elijah out of state with him. He says it was because of gun violence.
There's nothing really here a lot for the kids to do here in Champaign. For the activity-wise, you know what I'm saying, instead of going playing with a gun, they should be going playing some kind of activity or doing something constructive.
Police haven't arrested anyone for Elijah's death. They are investigating this as a deadly shooting, not a homicide or a murder. A 17-year-old was hurt in the same shooting. He is expected to be okay.
Governor Pritzker is vowing to overhaul DCFS. A report from Chapin Hall Policy Review identified systemic issues. They ranged from misinformation to mishandling cases involving kids that have been abused. Pritzker's plan included removing the state's Intact Family program. It was created to keep families together at all costs. But with recent deaths of kids involving their family members, Pritzker says he wants to do away with it.
SNAP benefits or food stamps can be used at almost all grocery stores. They might be good at restaurants soon, too. A proposal in Springfield would let SNAP recipients redeem benefits when going out to eat. It passed the House in March. Now the Senate is looking at it. The bill would require the Illinois Department of Human Services to establish a restaurant meals program. It would allow elderly, disabled, or homeless individuals to use their SNAP benefits when eating out.
New this morning, a Decatur man was arrested after police say he stole a business's sign for scrap metal. Our partners at the Herald and Review say a man told police a sign was stolen from his business on Monday. The man was able to track down the large sign yesterday that read "Fish on the Go." It was taken to another business and sold as scrap metal. Police were able to track down the seller, a 5'2" man known as Shorty. Officers say he has previous convictions for stealing scrap metal. He was arrested on a theft charge.
A statewide effort to boost the state's economy is expanding. The Illinois Innovation Network announced they're adding 9 new hubs. They're designed to inspire entrepreneurship, research, and workforce development.
We wanted to make sure we reach every corner of the state to work together so we can lift the entire state's economy.
The first hubs were installed on the U of I's 3 campuses. Now Chicago State, Eastern, and Southern Illinois universities are adding hubs. One group at the U of I is asking for your help. They're looking for ticks.
The iTick program researches them from across the state. It helps doctors figure out what diseases they carry. It started last year, and they need anyone who spends time outside to be a part of the program. They're working to get people from all counties in Illinois. For information on the program and how you can be a part of it, Head to WCIA.com.
That will wrap up the morning show on WCIA 3. But coming up, when we make the switch to WCIX for the 7 and 8 o'clock hours in the morning show.
Cooking coach Adam Wisniewski is helping us gain some confidence in the kitchen this morning. We are making brunch today. Catch his sheet pan omelet rolls coming up in about 10 minutes.
Can't wait. But before that, we're going to get one last check of our 7-day forecast.
So as we head throughout today, I think many of us will probably miss out on the storm chances, but if you're north of I-74, just keep an eye out because some of those could roll on through later into the afternoon. Timing about 3 to maybe 6 or 7 p.m. Now, we'll see similar opportunities tomorrow around the same time, but I'm thinking really the main story will be over the next 3 days, the heat back up around 88 on Saturday, then seeing the better chances of widespread storms on Sunday or storms possibly by Tuesday.
All right, we will see you on WCIX.
Thanks for watching.